Hi there, this is a trap in the King's Gambit declined, and it's called Deflection and Deflation. The position after the first 5 moves can be arrived at via different sequences of moves by the King's Gambit declined regular, or by e4, e5, bishop c4, the bishop's opening. After knight f6, knight c3, bishop c5, d3, d6, now f4 and knight c6, we've reached a position well known in the King's Gambit declined. Here white can proceed comfortably with the move that Garry Kasparov likes, knight to f3, or with a slightly less fashionable, though very playable, f5 as played by Conquest and by Popilski. Black will not usually castle here, probably fearing the move bishop g5, which gives a nasty pin on that knight on f6. But instead of bishop g5, after black castles, white can also try knight to f3, because it may induce the move knight to g4, which looks interesting here for black. And after that move, knight to g4, white can play this luring or trap luring move rook to f1, because now black looks as if he has a tactical shot with the move knight takes on h2. After that move knight takes h2, white could be in trouble after knight takes on h2, because black can play queen h4 check and invading on that diagonal and picking up the knight on h2 in the process. But after black plays the move knight h2, well, white could in fact play rook to h1, but this looks interesting as well, knight to g5, happily giving up the exchange with knight takes on f1. Since after knight takes f1, white turns the tables and threatens mate on h7 with the move queen h5. So after the move h6, white can now take on f7, knight takes f7, since after rook takes f7 and queen takes f7 check, the king has 2 moves to g7 or to h8. If the move h8, king to h8 is played, then white will win with this tremendous move f6, since the threat is now queen takes on g7 checkmate, and if g takes on f6, then bishop takes on h6 is going to result in mate. So if the king instead goes to h7, then white has another fantastic move, bishop to g5, hitting the queen, since if now h takes on g5, then the queen backs off to h5 with checkmate. And if the queen, on the other hand, would have taken the bishop on g5, then white delivers checkmate on g8. Queen g8 is checkmate. And lastly, if black gets the queen out of harm's way into the corner, queen to h8, then white will mate with queen to g6. So this has been a trap called Deflection and Deflation in the King's Gambit decline. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.